Hello and welcome to another tutorial by Missle. In this tutorial series we're going to recreate some of Call of Duty's logic, including kill streaks for example. Let's get started. The first kill streak I've prepared is Predator Missile. Pretty simple kill streak. So you just spawn a missile from up in the sky, you guide it where you want it to be and you kill nearby enemies. So let's see how it works. Let's say I get a couple of kills with my gun, then press H here to call the kill streak down, and boom, I killed some people. Now why did this not work again? Have no fucking idea. There you go. Because I'm recording, it actually lags a bit more, so the ray trace stopped working because I'm in editor, but it's not going to happen in the actual game even if you're recording. So let's get started. It's a basic first person character project. Now that's the first person character, and I've added an extra couple of nodes here. I'll explain how it works in a minute. And I've also created the Predator Missile pawn. Now why pawn? Because you possess it and then you control it. This is the actual thing. We don't actually need this box. So this is the nose cam, your viewport where you're guiding the missile, and this is just a simple sphere mesh. You can just change it to add a real missile if you want, I don't care. And then the basic event graph. So what's actually going to happen? Here in my project settings, where is it? Input. I've added some stuff. First stuff is Shift H, and the others are the default. So Shift adds some thrust. You can only do it one time on the Predator missile, so it goes faster down the ground. And H is used to launch the missile. So let's see how these things work. The first thing is this part. So when you press H, you want only to spawn a Predator missile once because you can't control two missiles at the same time. So what's happening then? You spawn a missile, 10,000 Unreal units above your actual character, which I'm getting the location here, breaking the vector, adding some to the Z, then making the transform. The transform is 0 rotation, 1 scale. Normally the only thing you change is the Z value. You can have it as a constant, for example a point in the map you choose, but it doesn't really matter. And this thing is in centimeters, so it's about 100 meters on top of the character. Pretty good to just testing. So the classes are obviously our Predator missile. We plug the spawn transform and we try to adjust location. It may collide with another Predator missile. It's 1 in a million chance, but it's a problem. But we always spawn it, bear that in mind. And then the owner and the instigator is the first person character the player is using, and this char callback refers to this class that we need in the Predator missile, and I have exposed it. In which way we know which pawn to repossess after the Predator missile is being destroyed. Then we proceed and possess the spawned pawn, which is the Predator missile, and that's basically it. One thing, when we repossess the first person character from the Predator missile, we reset this gate so they can spawn our Predator missile. This thing could be either a kill streak or something like that. It's up to you. Let's move on to our Predator missile. So as you can see, there are a couple of variables I've added. The most important one is the char callback. It's a first person character reference, and as you can see this checkbox right here, I've exposed it as a pin so you can plug it in. The other stuff are the initial velocity boost, which is the velocity boost the missile it gets applied to the missile when it spawns, so it doesn't start ridiculously slow. Gravity is also enabled, so bear that in mind. And this is the velocity boost for the one-time boost. When the player presses shift, once again we use this do once node, and we just add some force with acceleration change, so mass doesn't matter for that. Basic physics, you should already know that. So this is about negative 750,000, and the initial is like 2 zeros less. It's like, take a look at some Modern Warfare 2 videos. So the other thing is, when you try to add a box trigger or a sphere trigger or something in this thing, if you don't manually put it in the level, it bugs out a bit, so we use manual collision for that. That is, we do a simple forward line trace. You should already know that from previous tutorials. And then it's a range of 500. That means 5 meters in front, so we can counter some lag and stuff, like you saw in the beginning. And then if it's true, if it hits something in the visibility trace channel, we possess the character back and we destroy the actor. Now, before this thing happens, you can implement any of your own logic. You can kill all the enemies that are near the missile, kill all the enemies which the line that connects the missile impact and the enemy has not got the intersections from ray trace and the visibility channel. For example, you can't kill somebody in a building if the rocket explodes outside the building. Finally, some movement, pretty basic stuff. Move forward, move right. You should know that from the examples. And then you add force. This is a good amount, I think, after some testing. What is it, like 1 million? Yep, for me. Test it out. Something else may work for you. So let's see it one more time. Get a couple of kills. Come somewhere. Press shades. Press shift. Boom. Get more kills. Do it again. You can just not even press shift, it will go down. Visuals and stuff, you can add to this camera right here. Some nasty process, some overlays, draw them, for example, here and stuff. Use some other library to do it. Use Ramos Victor plugin, use my blue hat, we don't care. So see you in the next tutorial. Thanks for watching.